Okay, great. Well, I'd like to call to order the special meeting of the Board of Selectmen for Monday, September 21st, 2020. And all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I like that. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United
of the
States
United States of America and to the
and
republic
for which it stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty
and justice for all.
Working there again.
I'm telling you, one time we're going to do it like this, and we're going to actually all be in rhythm.
Yeah. I don't quite get why there's always that delay thingy. It just it seems to work. But
I can't tell who's following who.
Yeah. All right. I guess next order item on the agenda is public comment. Lauren, do we have any public here who wishes to make comment today?
No, there's no public on the meeting.
No? Okay.
Gus isn't here?
Nope.
Okay. All right, great. Moving on to item number 3 on the agenda. Can I guess discuss and take action to approve the 2020-2021 early retirement incentive program phase 2 as described based upon criteria set forth by the town. And I'll read this. Phase 2 criteria: age in service must equal 85. Employee must be on the town's medical plan as of July 1st, 2020, and be at least 57 and hold an upper level managed position. Exit town service by July 1st, 2021. Incentive shall be a combination of credit years of service, Medicare supplement insurance, and town insurance based upon the qualifying tier. So can I have a motion?
Move.
Second.
Okay, great. All right, discussion. So this is basically just an update to the conversation we had at our Monday meeting. And I know some board members had wanted to spend a little time digging into some of the details of this and ask questions to, I know our HR director and our finance director, and really just to kind of get their arms around some of the details more on this plan, because it's obviously a big undertaking that we're doing. And so I guess any further discussion needed on this topic? Has everyone got their questions answered?
So yes, and thank you, Deb, for putting all that stuff together. I guess, one of the big things that I'd like to have follow this through its life cycle, whatever you want to call it, that we're making organizational changes and we're going to realize some savings from that. I don't want to see us undo those in the future, right? So to the extent that we can explain that rationale and have that in the documentation so that a future board, future department head, when they go to look at it, can see that we made this change for a deliberate reason.
Well noted. And I think that'll also be an important part of our budgeting process this year as we put forward the budget for the next fiscal year. So, because this does have supporting kind of staff assumptions in it and job descriptions and things like that. So there'll be a lot more work kind of, finalizing and formalizing it. But absolutely, I think that the intention is to have, this is kind of a guiding principle for a budget. Anybody else? Nope. Okay, great. All right. Well, all in favor of approving as so read during the motion, please say aye.
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 Okay, great. Motion passes. Okay. Next item is discuss and take action to approve amending action taken with September 14th, 2020, item 18 as follows. Motion to approve amending the Town of Madison pension plan in fiscal year 2021 for the purposes of allowing for credited years of service for future early retirement incentive programs with no further action by the Board or town meeting under State of Connecticut Executive Order 7JJ. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, in a second.
I think
Second.
Al's trying to second it, but he's been on mute. I
Okay.
saw him raise his hand, so we got to
All
give it
right.
to Al.
Okay, great. Well, basically what this is doing is, as we talked about last time, this plan requires some an amendment to the pension plan, and we just need to really make a further clarification to our approval, because we are approving it as the legislative body, and we needed to cite the specific executive order that allowed us to do that. And so we didn't do that last time. We talked about doing it, but we didn't actually cite the executive order that would allow us to do this. So that's just kind of clarifying. I don't know, Lauren, was there anything else in here that was kind of different than what we talked about before?
No, that's exactly what was different.
Okay. Any questions? Clarifying some things. All right, all in favor of approving the motion as read, please say aye, and written.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, aye. All right, great. Motion passes. Okay. Next item on the agenda is discuss and take action to approve line item transfers in the amount of $22,836.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, and actually, was I was supposed to read these, or do I need to read
No.
the?
You just
Okay.
do the total.
Okay. So any questions on any of the line item transfers?
Do we expect, Stacy, that this is all leading up to a special appropriation in the budget?
So this is left over from last
Right.
fiscal year. So this was for 1920. It was kind of catch up. We forgot to ask for approval at your last meeting. So
Oh, I
this is,
see it. Yeah, the top.
yeah,
Yes, this has got 6/30/20 on it. I
Yeah.
missed that.
it normally doesn't happen like this, Al. We just had to play catch up and close out the year. And it was a little later this year, so.
Yeah, and I think
Or
because the
finance.
Board of Finance already approved these, right? And then.
Correct.
Right, and then
Yeah.
we were supposed to add this to our meeting last Monday, and we forgot to do it, considering it was another marathon meeting, so.
Is it worth noting in the motion then that these are for the year ending June 30th, 2020?
Will
Just because we're so deep into the new year.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I propose we amend the motion to include that the note that these are line item adjustments for the fiscal year ending 6/30/2020.
Second.
okay, so I guess a motion to approve line item transfers from the June 30th fiscal year ending, or fiscal year ending June 30th, 2020, in the amount of $22,836. Say aye.
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 Aye. Okay, great. Motion passes. Okay, number 6, discuss and take action to authorize First Selectwoman Lyons to apply for and accept on behalf of the town a grant from the neglected cemetery account. And that First Selectwoman Lyons is authorized to enter into and execute any and all agreements, contracts, and documents necessary to obtain said grant should the town be selected for a grant award.
So
Do I have a
moved.
motion? Okay.
Second.
Great. Okay, discussion is, this is an annual grant, if I recall, Lauren, and it just came in recently, right? And this is relating to the town actually takes care of the cemetery, the Hammonasset Cemetery, correct?
Yes.
And then also, I forget the name of it, but the larger cemetery over on Boston Post Road. And I've learned a lot about cemeteries and since taking this office. So, but this is a grant that allows us to cover some of the care and upkeep. I know Lauren has been much more involved in this, so I don't know if anything else you want to add, Lauren.
No, I mean, that's basically all it is. It's just a $2,500 a year grant that allows us to get reimbursed for some of the work that we have done there, just the general maintenance, mowing, trimming trees, things of that nature.
Lauren, does this apply only to that one cemetery?
The cemetery has to meet the neglected status, and that is the only one that meets neglected status.
I almost hate to ask how that word is defined. Neglected.
Basically it's just a cemetery that doesn't have a day-to-day manager. So that cemetery is actually privately owned, but the family association no longer oversees it, and they've asked the town to step in So we now have a sexton from another cemetery doing all the work over there.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, so I guess if we can, all in favor of authorizing as read in the motion, say aye.
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 Aye, okay, great. All right. Public comment, number 7. Any additional people who joined our meeting, Lauren, for public comment?
Nope.
Okay. And then I guess we're gonna be adjourning and then just having a workshop that is not open to the public, correct, Lauren? Or how are we doing that?
Yep. So as soon as you adjourn, I will stop the recording on here and then I'll move over the other staff that is on as attendees right now, and you guys can start that CIP workshop.
Okay, great. All right. So I guess can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All right. Meeting is adjourned. All right, great. I'll see you guys in a few.